Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the podcast that some of you might have been waiting for.
Okay,
The
sure.
Monaco edition of the Fuel for Thought podcast. Monaco predictions, in fact. Build up to the race. Some might say, the most anticipated race of the season for non-racing reasons.
Yeah.
Because of the fanfare, the history, the whole vibe around Monaco.
Yeah.
It's a cool race. Unfortunately, the racing isn't always cool.
I think the cars are too big now.
Yeah, of course they are.
Yeah. Obviously, there's not really much overtaken on track.
2 meters wide.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. Yeah, I get really excited around Monaco, and I think a lot of the drivers do as well. It's a lot of, I think whenever they do comparisons and stuff, it's their favourite tracks. A lot of the time, obviously this is not every driver, but a lot of the time it's either their home race or Monaco. But a lot of them do live in Monaco, so I guess that has a special place in their heart. But I think just how iconic Monaco is, just the race.
Not all of them are Monegasque, though.
No.
Only one of them is.
Indeed.
Although, did you see?
I did
tweet?
see.
He's looking for yet another home race.
Yeah. He
And,
looking in his family tree to see if he's Monegasque, and Charles said he would adopt him. And Charles and Oscar's mum was like, I think we need to have a conversation. Very funny.
Yeah, F1 drivers have certainly evolved since F1 drivers of old. You know, the hard rivalries and all the smoking and drinking of the 70s and all that. They're all just mates now.
Yeah,
Just,
I quite like
tweeting
it.
each other on Twitter.
I quite like the fact that they're mates off track, or not all of them, obviously, but and then on track that goes out the window.
Yeah. So, I mean, this year, what can we expect? Probably another Max win. Although last year did throw us
Maybe
a pretty big curveball in the sense of rain.
Yeah.
It was very
Should
wet.
we recap last year's race?
Yes.
Okay.
Max won, obviously.
Yep. He won by almost 30 seconds.
Yeah, and the rain has something to do with that. It wasn't indicative of maybe a gap that we might have seen without rain, but maybe it is. I don't know. The Red Bull was really dominant.
Yeah, the Red Bull was the most dominant last season.
Who came second?
Alonso
Came second. Yeah, he back in his streak of doing really well last season.
Yep.
And then some shock third place, podium for Esteban Ocon, which if you looked at this season, you'd be like, what?
I know, it would be very shocking. But I also think it was a little bit of a surprise last season as well. That Alpine was actually quite good last season.
Alpine wasn't always bad.
No.
In fact, quite frequently, Renault were considered sort of the third, fourth best team. And they were often fighting McLaren in the constructors, and they just.
I think because F1 moves so quickly, it's so easy to forget that these, like last season, Alpine and Aston Martin. Obviously, Aston Martin hasn't dropped off as much as Alpine, but they were up there. They were really quick.
Yep.
It's just easy to forget now.
And let's not forget how bad of a weekend Sergio Perez had. How many people did he crash into during the race?
3 or 4, I think. One of them wasn't his fault, but yeah, it was like bumper cars for him, I think. It was like bumper cars for everyone
He had a
because
shocker.
Yeah, Perez did have a shocker. Got on the radio, blamed everyone else.
He hit Stroll, and for once that wasn't Stroll's fault.
Was that where he said he didn't leave any room, or was that when he hit Carlos?
He hit Carlos. I think that's when he hit Carlos. Yeah. He was following his teammate who had lapped him and took the opportunity to cut the chicane.
It was a Nouvelle chicane, I think.
To overtake one of the Hasses, I think.
Yeah.
And just like make a completely inappropriate overtake.
That was ridiculous because he qualified P20.
Yeah, and just crashed on like turn 1 or turn 2 in qualifying.
In Q1, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And this is one of those awful weekends he has every once in a while that we mentioned in the last podcast. So, I mean, for his sake, you hope that it's not a repeat this year because he had a bit of a shocker in Imola. So he's not due one.
Yeah, we'll see.
But we'll see.
He does like to crash out of Monaco, though.
Well, yeah, the year before he crashed out before the tunnel, and stopped Max from improving.
And then he won.
And then he won the race. Yeah.
Controversy there, but
Yeah,
never mind. But
that's in
yeah,
the
the
past.
rain last year kind of made it a little bit more
Oh,
exciting.
it completely saved the race.
Yeah, I agree. Everyone was slipping and sliding around. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, but great to watch.
It was quite comical at times because was it Stroll just completely couldn't turn his car.
His wheel wasn't moving. It wasn't
He
going around.
skated
Yeah.
really slowly to the barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was laughable
Yeah.
almost.
It was. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping this year is similar.
I hope so.
But I just have a feeling we might not get rain this year. I did have a look at the weather forecast. It is 30% chance of rain on Saturday. Currently-
Wet quality.
Yeah, wet quality will make it interesting because obviously where you qualify
Yes.
kind of has a major impact on
Mostly
on where you end
determines
up.
where you would finish.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not Ferrari.
So I think, yeah. Anyway, I think, yeah. Hopefully, it's a wet quality if there is rain,
Yes.
because
yes, that would be ideal.
Yeah, that would be.
And then you'll see the likes of Max making some really feisty overtakes on track.
FP, yeah. Overtaking is not the greatest
No,
thing here.
no. You kind of see it more at the back of the pack, and I think that's a mixture of like drivers taking more risks and drivers in terms of talent towards the bottom of the 20, kind of not really paying attention or like just being caught lacking, and then other drivers behind them taking opportunities.
Yeah.
Stuff that wouldn't happen to Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris kind of thing. So I don't know.
I wonder if the drivers that live in Monaco during the year just drive around the track in their cars. They're like, oh yeah, just doing a little bit of practice today.
Yeah.
Lando Norris in his Fiat Jolly driving around Monaco.
I remember seeing a video of Daniel Ricciardo drive around in his McLaren when it was still obviously a road, and he said that in one of the corners they have to change the steering input for one specifically because one of the corners is way too tight. So just for Monaco, the steering angle is a lot tighter.
Is that the Fairmont Hotel hairpin?
Might be. Yeah, it's not the famous hairpin.
Oh, okay, it's a different part.
The other one. After that. I think.
Okay. Interesting. So specifically for Monaco, they changed their.
Yeah.
Okay.
But shall we dive into our predictions for the weekend?
Yep. Do you know what? When we talk about bold predictions, my entire predictions are bold. And
okay.
You'll see.
Mine might be as well. Oh, yeah. Let's just get into it, actually.
Okay. I just felt like it was time for just throwing random stuff out there and...
You've got to have an explanation for them.
Okay. Do I? You just never know what could
I'm
happen.
going to ask you some questions, aren't I?
Okay. Ask me. Well, right. Qualifying.
Yeah.
You're going to be... You'll fall off your seat with this.
Here we go.
In P3, Valtteri Bottas.
So, let me guess. One of your bold predictions is going to be a wet qualifying.
No. Yes.
Because that's the only way this could be possible.
That's how I envisioned it.
Even then.
That's how I envisioned it. Wet qualifying. You know when Kevin Magnussen got pole because it was rained off?
Yeah.
That's how I'm envisioning it.
Well, it's just going to get banker lap in.
Exactly.
And then it's going to start raining.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's how I envision
God,
it.
the amount of things. Sorry. Yeah.
Obviously, he won't get P3 if it's not a wet race or if something specific doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to throw that out there today.
The amount of things that would have to align. I think that there's an event where the planets are aligning soon, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it's going to coincide with that. That's the only way it's going to happen.
Well, we'll see.
All right, well, my P3 is a bit more realistic.
Okay.
Lando Norris.
Yep.
P3.
Okay.
Entirely reasonable.
Yep.
Probably actually going to happen, if not higher.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I can see it.
P2?
Charles Leclerc.
Oh, okay.
Home race.
He always does well around Monaco on a quality lap.
Yeah. Do you know what? I really, really hope that he takes pole and comes P1 because obviously it's his home race.
He's due. He's
He
had
is due.
such bad luck at Monaco.
Exactly. I just think, obviously, the home race curse is a thing.
Well, for
I've
him
told it.
especially.
Yeah.
Like he's had what? Has he had a DNF? I can't remember.
He has, yeah. I think he got pole and didn't start.
No, he had a DNS, yeah, when he
Yeah.
got pole, but then crashed after the chicane, and then he got done by strategy a couple of years ago, and then last year I didn't think
He came like P6.
yeah.
But I would love to.
So-
But obviously, I put him P2. But I would love to see him win.
Well, my P2 is Max Verstappen because my P1
Is Charles
is
Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc. I've got a feeling that it's this year.
This is
This
the
year,
year.
there's too many bad things have happened, and it can't happen every year. You can't lose all the time.
Okay. Okay. Are you like flipping the the Matt and Tommy?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't lose all the time.
I'm gonna throw another curveball. Lando Norris on pole. Where's Max Verstappen? I don't know. Not in P1, P2, or P3 for qualifying.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I can't see it happening personally,
I know, but
because every time we count against him, he's too good.
yeah,
He just puts it on pole, even if he's
Yeah.
not the quickest. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get pole for fun.
yeah,
All right, let me go back to my iRacing now.
yeah.
It's
But
frustrating.
but I don't know. I just wanted to be different, and I wanted,
Yeah.
especially if it's raining. Maybe he doesn't get the bank lamp
That's
in.
true, but he's also good in the wet.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, in my head, qualifying is raining, and that's how these predictions have come about.
Okay.
Even though there's literally only 30% chance of rain,
God, yeah,
and that could
put
change.
a lot on the rain.
Yeah,
here.
that could change, but it's fine.
All right, the race then.
The race, okay. I don't think Valtteri Bottas would stay in P3,
No.
so I've put Oscar Piastri.
Yeah, that's it.
Although Oscar is at a little bit of a disadvantage because he doesn't live in Monaco and he doesn't, obviously, as I said, practice the race.
I'm sure the drivers
I'm sure
aren't
they don't.
practicing the race.
I am joking. I am
Yeah.
joking.
I put Lando Norris P3 in the race.
Okay. Same as
Same as
qualifying.
quali. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we're moving on to P2.
P2.
P2, I put Charles Leclerc, even though, as I said, I would love
You
him.
put Piastri, Leclerc.
Yep.
I know who you put P1. P2, I've put Max Verstappen.
So you've put him P2.
Same as quali.
Oh, exactly the same as quali, I'm assuming. So Charles. in P1.
Charles Leclerc. P1 Monaco Grand Prix 2024 winner. Home race. Boom.
Boom. Well, it's going to happen
Party
now.
all
You've said
night.
it. We'll see. If
Boom, retires. That's it. Done.
yeah, he's like, I've won Monaco now. That's all I wanted to do. See you later. P1, I put Lando Norris.
I know you did.
Yeah, I think the only in theory, if all the planets align correctly, and my qualifying is correct, I think that the P1 and P2 will stay the same, and Valtteri Bottas will be swapped out for Oscar.
Do you know what? The last podcast I said that Monaco had come at the right time for McLaren because they're on the up. They're closer than ever to Red Bull. In fact, probably closer than any other team has been since the regulation changes to Red Bull.
Yep.
So before Red Bull develop their way to a massive gap again, this is their chance.
Yeah.
This is Lando's chance to get a couple of wins under his belt. So I can see it happening. And I kind of hope it happens.
Yeah.
Well, I hope Leclerc wins more.
Me too, actually. Like, obviously, my predictions are my predictions, but I want Leclerc to
I'm
win.
not even a Ferrari fan, and I want Leclerc to win Monaco.
But Sebastian Vettel said everyone's a Ferrari fan.
True.
I think I have a soft spot for Ferrari. I think you shouldn't put yourself in a box. That's all I'm saying. I think you're allowed to.
Yeah, it's difficult for F1
Yeah.
because like there's only 2 drivers in the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, biases are certainly more flexible,
Yeah.
for sure. Right, bold predictions. Got some pretty bold ones this year. This week, I think.
Okay.
So let me go first.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why I'm putting this one because it's negative against my chosen team of support. I think Mercedes will mess up their strategy in this race.
Okay.
I just got a bad feeling.
That's funny you put that,
Got
actually.
a bad feeling about this.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know. I just got a bad
It's
feeling.
easily done, and I think...
Well, I remember Bottas's, 50-hour pit stop or whatever, where they couldn't get his tyre off and had to retire.
Yeah. 50-hour.
Something like that.
Oh, dear.
Let's take it back to the factory to get the wheel off.
Fly it back.
Yeah.
Okay. One of my bold predictions is 7 cars will not finish this race.
7? And that's because you didn't say it was going to rain during the race.
No, but, bumper cars. I
Do
feel
you know
like
what?
the track is obviously small for the cars. A lot of them just crashing. From last year, people were crashing into each other before the rain even came,
Yeah.
taking out people's front wings and stuff. So I can see it happening. And if there's one bumps into another, it could just be a ricochet effect.
Do you know what? It's weird how our brains work.
Okay.
You'll see one of my
Well,
predictions.
we are siblings, so I can't.
I know, it's just I don't know, it's just the brainwave is floating in the air when we were making our predictions, because we haven't spoken about these before.
No.
We like to sort of have natural reaction to it.
Yeah, I was even like, please give me a prediction. You were like, no.
So my second bold prediction is Valtteri Bottas will get points. And obviously you've predicted him to start P3.
We clearly have some good vibes about Valtteri Bottas this weekend.
Oh, I think because we thought about him maybe moving to Williams, or having discussions with Williams, being spotted coming out of their hospitality in Imola last podcast. And I don't know, and because of that, that's why I picked him, because I feel like now he's almost interviewing for a seat. And so, whether it's subconscious, whether it just puts it into an extra gear, or takes extra risks, I don't know.
Yeah.
He'll get points.
I was going to say he'll have to beat Logan Sargent. It's
or at least beat Joe.
Yeah.
But he has sort of consistently been doing that anyway. So. Yeah.
Wow.
What was your second one? Because I'll come on to my third one in a second.
My second one is, I've actually got 4, but one of them's a massive joke. Anyway, my second one is Sergio Perez out in Q1. That's not a bold prediction because it's happened before.
Last year.
Yep.
Okay. Well, as I said, he's not due a shocker, but it could happen.
Last 2 years he has crashed out in qualifying.
True.
So bad things come in threes.
Well, I think enough said about that until after the race, and then we can criticise him again.
Sorry, Sergio.
Well, it's warranted, I think,
I agree.
from a fan's perspective, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to say I could do any better, but
you never know. Do you know what? We'll never know.
No.
You could.
Yeah, true.
You could.
But as a fan, you're entitled to your opinion, and people don't have to listen to it.
Yeah, people might disagree massively, but...
But my third prediction, there will be a 3-car pileup at the hairpin.
Oh, the Fairmont. Mic drop.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it gets a bit scrappy there.
It does. All the cars are basically touching at that point,
and obviously
especially in the beginning.
You said 7 cars will DNF, and I thought, that's not too dissimilar.
Well, that's just one incident, isn't it? So if that happens, 3 cars are out already. There's only 4 left. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I mean, they do touch in that hairpin.
Yeah.
And they could easily take out.
Could happen.
Each other.
Could happen.
Yeah. Okay. So my third prediction: Red Bull will get their strategy wrong. You said Mercedes.
No way.
Mm-hmm. It's so odd to
Red Bull never get their strategy wrong. Though.
No, but do you remember the year they didn't have the tyres ready for Daniel Ricciardo and they lost him the win?
That was 6 years ago.
Okay, but it was in Monaco.
What year was that? 2017 or 2018?
I think it's 2018.
Yeah. And then he won in 2019. Is that right? Because he won the year after.
Yeah, he won the year after. So it could have been in 2017. I can't remember.
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. They're due for it. It's happened before. It can happen again. And my fourth one, I don't know if you saw, but F1 posted race ready pictures of the drivers, and they included in that carousel on Instagram Leo Leclerc. So I've put Leo Leclerc will be the reserve driver for Ferrari this weekend. Obviously a joke. But he has become a main character in the paddock.
Wow, he's certainly made his mark.
Yes.
Marked his territory.
Yeah, if you've seen Carlos's Instagram, very funny. Oh, he's so cute though.
Yeah.
Cutest dog ever.
Very cute.
Yeah.
Don't think anyone denies that.
No. But I just hope it's an exciting weekend because it does have the possibility of being quite mundane.
Well, let's not forget, it's another one where a lot of celebrities might be at, so they might get an entertaining grid walk.
Yeah.
Martin Brundle's grid walk.
And I went to Monaco last year on a day trip, and this is obviously the first time I'm going to be watching Monaco from having been there, so it's quite
so perspective.
Yeah, so it's quite exciting for me to be like, oh my god, I've been there. Cool. Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm excited to more excited to watch it this year.
Yeah.
And where are we going to watch it?
To a pub.
Yep. Yep, to the pub.
We'll watch it in the pub.
Yeah. Be good.
Yeah.
Beer in hand. Watching Monaco Grand Prix.
I'm going to drive, so you can have a beer in hand.
Thank you. I will.
All right. There's one more thing to mention, isn't there?
Is McLaren's livery?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ayrton Senna. Inspired.
30 years.
Yeah.
Don't know why they didn't do that at Imola. Well, I suppose Imola might be a bit disrespectful because it's the track he lost his life at.
And also he won Monaco a few times.
But then it's like a tribute livery maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's fine. And do you know what? What McLaren have done with this livery, with the Brazilian flag colours, is what I wanted Ferrari to do with the blue.
It's interesting, and it's way more interesting than what Ferrari did.
Yeah.
But I have one criticism.
Okay.
They should have done the old Marlboro livery, the red and white. That's really that's like the famous livery that Senna was famous for driving for. And I think the only reason they didn't do that is because it looks like a box of cigarettes.
Yeah, you're not allowed to...
No, they do it with the current sponsors.
Right,
That's the thing. They could have done the red and white. Because I think they've done similar
I
shapes.
don't think they would have
colours.
been not allowed to do that.
No, I don't think they would have been not allowed either. But I think the reason they've strayed away from it is because the reason the car looked like that is because it was designed to look like a box of Marlboro Reds.
Okay.
So, but even so, it's iconic. And I think a lot of people will be saying they should have done that instead to call back to Senna rather than the Brazilian flag.
That's fair.
But
I just think I like what they've done with it, and I think it looks really... I personally really like it.
I get why they did that, especially from a PR point of view. But
yeah. And I think it's a nice tribute to him as like a person.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, not many drivers are big enough to get their own tribute livery, you know.
Yeah. And yeah, it's worth mentioning, like, a lot of drivers all the drivers paid tribute to Senna in Imola, but a lot of them have, like, through their helmets, designs and stuff like that.
Did you see Vettel's speech?
Yeah.
It was very, very good.
He drove Senna's car around Imola, waving the Brazilian flag.
Saw that, yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, that's a nice point to end on, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm really excited.
And I hope this time we get a certified banger. # certified banger.
I just hope and pray Charles wins.
Charles or Lando?
Can you imagine little
Lewis or George?
Leo Leclerc's face? Like,
I don't think he's going to know what's going on. Let's be honest.
Okay, he might. He's a very
His face
intelligent...
is going to be the same as it always is.
All right. But it would be very nice for Charles to win his home race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Fingers crossed.
the whole world would, it's going to be the whole, everyone likes that meme.
Yeah. But obviously Charles hasn't won a race this season, so...
No, but this is the one to win them.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
It is indeed.
And on that, let's look forward to the weekend. And yeah, thank you everyone for listening, everyone for watching. And catch you after the Monaco Grand Prix. All right.
Because we never miss the Monaco Grand Prix. See ya!